Hey, it's Gabe with API Nation. Today I'm going to show you how you can sync OneSuite to Constant Contact. So all those contacts you have in OneSuite can get pushed into Constant Contact. You can start sending those beautiful emails through Constant Contact, building your personal brand, staying top of mind. And also, you can set this up as a two-way sync. So if you're collecting any email addresses in Constant Contact, those can get pushed back into OneSuite so you can follow up with them using your CRM tools there. Let me show you how to set this up. The first thing you're going to do is go to apination.com and click on Start Syncing. You're going to see a ton of different apps you can automate using API Nation, marketing apps, productivity apps. I'm going to scroll down till I get to O for OneSuite. There it is. Click on that. And then you're going to see all the apps you can sync specifically with OneSuite, including Constant Contact. So I'm going to click on that one. And here are the syncs available. Constant Contact syncing to OneSuite and OneSuite syncing to Constant Contact. I'm going to start with this one. This is probably the more common setup. Setting it up so that all the contacts from my CRM get pushed into Constant Contact so I can build an instant email newsletter list. Sign into your API Nation account is the first step. If you don't have an API Nation account, click this link to create one. You could also create one or sign in with your Google account, which is what I'm going to do. Once you're signed in, you're now going to connect to both apps. So you can see I've connected OneSuite previously. It's saying, do you want to use that connection? If you haven't connected it, click this connect button. It's going to ask you for four things: a label. This is just basically so you can keep track of your different OneSuite connections if you have multiple connections. So only if you're managing multiple OneSuite accounts. Maybe you're the admin for the office and you're setting this up for everybody. In that case, just name it after the agent. But if it's just you, just name it after yourself. Then you're going to enter your OneSuite username, your OneSuite password, and your OneSuite email address. So the stuff you use to log into OneSuite, and hit connect. Once you hit connect, it's now going to ask you to connect Constant Contact. Very similar thing, hit this big button. This one is actually going to take you out to Constant Contact, and you're just going to sign in. Once you've connected both apps, now we're going to set up the sync. First option here, sync all contacts from OneSuite CRM. So if I check this box, it's going to take all existing contacts from OneSuite CRM and anybody I add in the future and push them into Constant Contact. If I uncheck it, it's just going to sync anybody I add or update from now on. Totally up to you. Most people want to check this box and get everybody in there, and like I said, build that instant email newsletter. Then you're going to choose the list in Constant Contact. You can actually create a new list if you like. That's what I'm going to do, and hit subscribe. There we go. This creates the sync, but it's not yet active. We're going to do a final check. There's a couple tools in here. There's a filter tool if I want to filter exactly who's coming over. Maybe I want to filter based on a city or postal code. Maybe I'm focused on email newsletter for people who are in San Francisco. I could do that. And then only people who are labeled San Francisco in OneSuite are going to get synced into this list. Or, I could do it by zip code or country or any of these fields coming over from OneSuite. I can also specify the mapping. We do most of the mapping automatically for you. Emails going to email, first name to first name, last name, last name. If there's anything else you want to add, you can just hit this plus sign, search for the field, and pop it in there. This looks good though. I'm going to go to the top and activate this sync. One thing to note, these fields here in Constant Contact that you can sync to, Constant Contact allows you to build custom fields for your audiences, for your lists. So if there's something else from OneSuite you want to send over, add a custom field in Constant Contact, and then it'll appear here, and you can drop in that OneSuite field there. I'm going to activate this sync. It's all ready to go. So there we go. Now all my OneSuite contacts are getting pushed into Constant Contact so I can send out those emails. Now let me set it up the opposite direction. So if I have an email list maybe that I need to follow up with the CRM, I haven't done it yet, I can have that synced into OneSuite. So you can see last time we did OneSuite into Constant Contact. This time we'll do the other sync, Constant Contact into OneSuite. It's going to offer me the connections I've already made to use. So I'm just going to select that one and select this one. Again, it's going to say, all right, do you want to sync all contacts from Constant Contact? And let's say, I'm taking some stuff from a past app. Maybe I have a list in Constant Contact of my .loop clients, from a past app. And I think, let's get those in OneSuite. I can start following up with those people and creating additional deals. So I'm going to hit subscribe. You could also set it up with the same list. I could set it up with the one suite list that I just created, and then I have a two-way sync, and if I update something in constant contact on the contact, it'll update it in one suite and vice versa. That's also a way to set up a two-way sync. Again, you'll have the filter, double check the mapping. This all looks good. I'm going to activate this sync. So there you go. If I go to my syncs, you can see I now have two syncs running: constant contact sending emails from my constant contact account to OneSuite, and OneSuite building out an instant email newsletter list in constant contact. So that's it. That's how you connect OneSuite to constant contact and build that instant email newsletter using all the contacts you have in OneSuite. That way you can get in there, start sending those beautiful emails using the templates in constant contact, building your personal brand, staying top of mind, and creating more deals. If you have any questions or need any assistance setting up this sync, give us a phone call, shoot us an email. We're API Nation, and we're connecting the world's applications.